Alright, this morning we got a new Nintendo Direct, focused on games that are coming out in the second half of 2024, and then some that are coming out in 2025, because why not? I just want to focus on some of the larger announcements, slash the ones that I personally care about, just like last time. Going in order, we have a new Mario & Luigi game. I've personally been a fan of the Mario & Luigi games for a while at this point, and I started with Dream Team on the 3DS, before moving to Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. This new one, subtitled Brotherhood, looks much more like some OG Mario & Luigi content. I know some people had complained about some of the more recent releases for not feeling like the original games or even Mario & Luigi at all, and so it seems like they actually took this to heart. Plus, some of the new QuickTime events they showed off look pretty fun. It comes out on November 7th this year. Quick mention for the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD port. From the Wii to the 3DS, and now finally on the Switch. Don't have much to say other than it's cool that more people can play it, but I just wish we got something new. I mean, technically it's not a port since they had to put it in HD, but still, maybe a collection of the newer Donkey Kong Country games could be fun, but it's still kinda cool. Comes out on January 16th, 2025. Loving this 2024 focused Nintendo Direct. Next up is Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. Mouthful of a title aside, I'm actually pretty excited for this. Dragon Quest has always been one of those series I'm interested in, but never got around to buying an entry for. The Dragon Quest XI port always looked cool, but again, just never got around to getting it. However, Square Enix has finally decided to do something with the HD 2D style outside of Octopass. I personally really like it as a style, and I'm hoping that we could get more. I love Octopass, but I think it's something that could work for other games, and it turns out Square Enix agreed, since we are getting Dragon Quest III remade fully in this style. I can't say much more since I know nothing about the game other than I'm definitely going to be picking it up. Plus, at the end of the trailer, they said that the first two Dragon Quest games are getting the same treatment. After Dragon Quest III comes out, for some reason, the Dragon Quest III remake is coming out on November 14th of this year, while Dragon Quest I and 2 remake are coming out next year, sometime. Despite the fact that according to Square themselves, this is a trilogy. Ah well, best to not linger on it. Next up, we have something that came to a pretty big surprise for me, at least. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. A new Zelda game in the style of the Link's Awakening remake where we play as Zelda, and I think that's pretty neat. I'm glad that Zelda fans get another game not even 2 years after the last one. They went from having to wait forever to get literally anything, to possibly 2 heavy hitters in a row. I say possibly since I'm just hoping that this new one will be really good. Unlike Link's Awakening, where we already knew that was a good game, this seems to be brand new. Plus, there's a new Zelda-themed Switch Lite. Cute! The game and the system both launch on September 26th of this year. Now, this next one was announced in Summer Games Fest, but it got a spot on the Direct, so here it is. LEGO Horizons Adventures. I'm a big fan of the Horizon series. I played Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, and both of their DLCs. I just like the concept, even if not everything we get is going to be a continuation of the story. And then, at Games Fest, we got LEGO Horizons Adventures. I thought it looked pretty cool, forgot about it, and then got reminded it was the same with this Direct. It seems like a pretty standard action game where you can play with a friend. Maybe not quite like the older, like LEGO Marvel superheroes or LEGO Batman, but I still think it could be pretty fun. However, the part I'm most excited about is that this opens up a chance to get Horizon-themed LEGO sets, and if a LEGO Thunderjaw set gets announced, I will be buying it because that sounds really cool. It comes out sometime this holiday season. We don't have a confirmed date, sadly. Another quick mention, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. We got one of these here in the US, but there was a sequel that was never released in the West that we can finally play. They have brand new sprites. I think they might be hand-drawn, I'm not sure, but you can switch between the original pixel art sprites or the newer ones. Personally, I think the new sprites look absolutely gorgeous. I simply love the option to switch between the two. It's always one of my favorite things when devs let you do that. It reminds me of Wonder Boy and the Dragon Trap. Also, you gotta play as Miles Edgeworth. That makes it worth it alone, in my opinion. Ace Attorney is just a cool franchise. It comes out September 6th this year. And finally, the whole reason I wanted to make this. Short as the, quote, first look may have been, we finally got something for Metroid Prime 4, which has been subtitled Beyond. This was literally just a 2-minute first look with some gameplay. And the gameplay looks exactly like what you would expect from a Metroid Prime game, which I'm not complaining about. You know, you got your scanning, your shooting, your morph balling. I absolutely adore Metroid. I love the genre that it inspired, I love the games within the series, and I love Metroid Prime. I was extremely excited when Dread came out, as I had already played all the other games by then, and so I was ready for the 5th one. And despite the fact that I had a Wii when I was younger, I never owned any Metroid Prime games, but I played through Remastered when it came out, and I had played the trilogy at a friend's house when I was younger. It's been 8 years, I think, since Prime 4 got announced, and 6 years since they scrapped things and restarted from scratch. And finally, the waiting has paid off. I wish I could say more, but I think the trailer really speaks for itself. Anyway, I think that wraps up this video. Sorry it's been a month since last time. If you haven't seen the recent Monster Hunter Wild trailers, I highly recommend those. And you know what I'm gonna say, go play some video games. Personally, I beat Dark Souls 3 the other week, and I got my sister to finally play Persona 5. Have a good one, everybody. Hopefully, I will see you soon.